Hi, good afternoon. Hi, I'm Jody Duran. This is my wife, Laura.
Hi.
Welcome to our first ever Facebook Live stream. We don't know what we're doing, so if anybody calls me during this, hopefully my boss doesn't, I can't answer the phone because that would mean touching the camera, and God knows we barely could figure this out, so just be patient. But we appreciate all those of you who have joined in. First of all, we want to say thanks for your businesses here. We really, really appreciate it. It's been an interesting year for sure. And at the end of the presentation today,
and it won't be long, just a few minutes of time.
Hopefully it's longer than that. Everybody loves us. Hopefully at the end of this we will share, well, no, not hopefully. At the end of this we'll share an idea on how you can save money for your pups this coming Christmas. Laura.
So, as you can imagine, we spend a lot of time with dogs. Well, I certainly do. And so we've tried a lot of different toys out, and we think we know what dogs really like. So we're going to show you a few things that we use here that are true and tested things that dogs love. Actually, we use some of these things as part of our Daycare Plus program, which is our special activity-based daycare program, where we use enrichment toys and games just so that the dogs can have maximum amounts of fun. Right. So, Jody, of the 5 senses of dogs, which one is the strongest?
I would say it's got to be sound, because every time I open a package of bacon, Holly can hear me whether she's next door, and she comes running across.
Yeah, or toast.
Or toast.
That's
so it's got to be sound.
Both of them, yeah. So since sense of smell is actually the strongest dog sense, we have here something that's called a snuffle mat.
I'll hold it for them.
Okay. So
you talk,
snuffle mats are made of a fabric, and it's to encourage dogs to use that sense of smell and foraging behavior. You put treats into the snuffle mats, and there's lots of little places you can stack quite a lot of treats in here, and then you give it down to the dog, and the dog will forage around in here smelling out the treats and getting hold of the treats. So it's a great thing for dogs. It stimulates them mentally, and it also is good physical exercise. All the dogs I've used this with, it's very simple to use, and they all love it. It's machine washable. It's just sewed in here to some plastic in the back. And there's a variety of different models of these available online, on Amazon mostly. So you can buy them there.
Great.
So, back to the basics. Balls.
Yeah.
Jody, there's nobody that knows more about balls than you. That's dog balls, of course.
Thanks, Laura. Yes, I am a baller when it comes to balls, because I throw all the balls for our dog guests. So we have a ton of balls out there, and I'm just going to show you a few. So one of the most important things is safety here. And so we want a ball that is safe, but we also have so many dogs chewing on balls all day long. The ball that is by far the best is this ball right here. It's called the Chuck It brand, and it's good for a variety of reasons. It's got a hole in it, so it can collapse and come back. It also is super indestructible, and so they come in a whole bunch of sizes, but the size you can, so here's another one. You can get one like this. That's kind of 2 balls in one, and the Chuck It stick fits on one side of it.
And it does an irregular bounce, which keeps the dogs guessing.
Keeps me amused as well. It's not that hard, really, but the thing is about the sticks and the balls is the longer the handle, the harder it is to control, but the faster it goes. So the shorter the handle, it doesn't go quite as long and fast, but it doesn't hurt my arm as much either. And I'm the guy that throws balls for 1,000 throws, so it's a lot better for me, though, for the shorter stick. But in the ball world, the granddaddy of all balls, the top cheese is the Jolly Pets, Jolly Ball. And this ball, we have a big one. It's the size of a soccer ball. It's green, and it is the longest lasting toy. It must have been bitten about a zillion times by now, and it still is circular. And it's been mauled and chucked and run over and
Carried
kicked
around
and
by
carried.
Huge dogs, small dogs, tackled.
Yeah, and it's really great. It's really a great ball. So this is probably the best ball you can get for your dog, and you can kick it instead of throwing it as well, which is not quite as hard on your arm. So you can buy these balls at Ren's Pet Depot or your local pet store. They're very easy to find. Alrighty, so
Next,
Laura.
Next gift. If you're thinking of buying your dog a gift or you haven't gotten something already, here we have dog puzzles. So sometimes when Jody gets bored, I give him a puzzle to do, but we find that dogs like these even better.
I thought that was part of the deal. I had to do the puzzle. Oh.
This puzzle will be too hard for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Anyway, dog puzzles. These are great enrichment devices for dogs. You can get a variety of different puzzles available at different pet stores and online. This is quite a simple one that I would start most dogs off with if they've never done many puzzles before. You fill each little paw with treats, and the dog has to learn to pick it up with his teeth, open it up, and then he gets rewarded by the treat. That's a level 1 kind of simple puzzle. Then here...
Good for food-motivated dogs.
Yeah, food-motivated dogs. They can get a little frustrated with it sometimes, but that's part of the fun. Then we have this other puzzle here. That's a more complex puzzle. It's a dog brick, available through Ren's Pet Depot. And it is by Outward Hound. That's the brand there. This one has a variety of things. The dogs can pick up things. They can slide the sliders. They can open the little packages there. Again, everything's filled with treats. So this keeps them busy for quite a long time. If your dog really likes puzzles, that's a great one to get. It's an intermediate level 1. You can go up another level to level 3, and that's a really complicated one, which you can get if your dog goes through these kind of puzzles really quickly. Those are the dog puzzles.
Hey, this will work for your kids if you don't really like them either. You can use your dog toy for your kids. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and then the next thing I have here, which is something I just got for my own dogs and has been a great thing for them, is the licky mat. The dog licky mat. So we have a couple of versions here. We have this orange one, which is available. I think I got that in Walmart actually. And you fill it with any kind of soft treats like peanut butter. You can spread peanut butter, wet dog food, cottage cheese. Jody, you're not allowed to have this.
Oh.
You put this down for the dog, and it kept my dogs busy for a good 15 minutes licking the mat and that, which is great, especially when you maybe can't get out in the really bad weather of the winter, but you're really looking for something for your dogs to do. That's a great one. And then we have another version of the licky mat here. This one has suckers on the back, so you can actually stick it to the floor while they're licking it there. Cool. Or if you want to give your dog a bath and he doesn't particularly care for that, and many dogs don't, these actually stick to the sides of the wall in the bath, and you can keep your dog busy with the peanut butter on the licky mat while you give him a nice bath. Those were really great. Again, available online, or that one I think I saw in Walmart.
Great. Back to Jody. Okay, so
The treats.
you have to go get them? Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is why it's live, folks. Anything can happen. So on to treats. Laura and I, just like everyone else, aren't going to be doing much for Christmas because, COVID stuff, we're all shut down. So we plan to eat our weight in chocolate or treats. But what we really have is a lot of experience with dog treats. And believe me, we have tried them all. All sorts of cookies and flavors. And Laura and I go to dog kennel conventions and see all the treats. And believe me, we've tried them all. And the very best, the granddaddy top shelf, is the Benny Bully. The Benny Bully. We go to the vet and they give us these. And so this just...
Well, they don't give them to you. They give them to the dogs.
Right. Even though I'm really good when I'm at the vet, I never get a treat.
You don't follow any orders.
So these seem to really work, and they're dry. They're pretty light, so if you want a bunch in your pocket, they're not heavy, and they don't crumble up and break. So there's a lot of reasons they work. But they're really, really good for dog recall. When you're trying to get your dog to learn something and you have a super duper high value treat, like it really smells good and tastes good, believe me, it works. They will follow you around. Laura's got these in her pockets. She's like the Pied Piper. They're all following her around in the kennel, whether there's 10 dogs or not. So, alrighty.
That's about it for the dog gifts. I hope we've given you some good ideas.
Yeah. So we'd like to say, again, thank you so much for your business in 2020. And we have a little favor to ask. Customer referrals. So Bob telling Sally, hey, we use Birchview Dog Boarding and they're really great. Jody's a bit annoying, but I like Laura. We found that customer referrals is the best way for us to grow our business. So if you see this video and you like it, or you are watching it right now, you can share this post on your Facebook or to your friends and say, hey, if you're ever looking for a dog boarding place in Scotland or somewhere in Ontario, call Birchview Dog Boarding. These guys are good people. So, Laura, what about that money-saving idea, that hook?
Well, after we're finished here, I will this afternoon post a link to $10 off your first purchase at Ren's Pet Depot. I have a code assigned to me there, so I'll just post that out on Facebook for you, and you can, if you're not, have you never been there, you can go to Ren's and start an account with them and use your $10 off your first purchase.
Great. All right. Thanks again, folks. We know 2020 Christmas will not be a normal one, but on behalf of Birchview Dog Boarding, have a safe and happy Christmas, and we will see you soon.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Bye.